It's week 4, and we've got an NFC North showdown. The Bears are looking for their 6th win in their last 7 games against the Lions. But we've got 2 new quarterbacks under center. The action is right around the corner on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This taken in at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And here comes the new-look Lion offense here in 2021, led by their quarterback in his first season in Detroit after 5 in L.A., Jared Goff.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
It's a big one now. It's over. It's over. Let's dominate. Let's go. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Yo.
Gone. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And the Bears offense making their way out now for their first drive with Justin Fields, the rookie from Ohio State, at quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Let's go, baby.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it'll bring up third down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. We're scoreless after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with fourth down and 1. And Graham on the ground. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And on fourth and short, they snag a gain of over 30. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now it's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Let's go.
TJ Hockenson came into the NFL with big expectations. His big strides, they came in year 2 when his receptions jumped from 32 as a rookie to 67 last year. They expect those numbers to continue to go up, and they will when he continues to make catches like that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On second and 10, Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Again, Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
All day, baby, all day.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Goff now to throw. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Bilal Nichols in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here we go with Williams. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
The evidence was right there.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On first down, it's Goff. Man open left side, it's Williams. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got Perriman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Goff on first down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, Montgomery. And he goes out right around the 39.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, we knew that Darnell Mooney could absolutely fly, but he was only taken in the 5th round out of Tulane because of his size. He ended up being one of the better late-round picks in the NFL last year. 61 catches.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Back to throw, Goff. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Goff now looking to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Throwing on 3rd down. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Goff throwing again. The first down screen pass. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Here's Fields. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Once again, up come the Bears, and they're going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Buying time to his left. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Let's go.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ricky. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Super 66.
Here's Goff. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 45's the mark. I'm coming.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
You better be afraid of me. Check 45's the mark. Check 45's the mark.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I got one.
On first down, Goff. Flush to his right. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bears, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.